What's going on, guys? Gamer606 reacts here. We're not doing a reaction today. We're going to do another mock draft. But today, the mock draft is going to be the post Matthew Stafford trade. That trade actually shakes up a lot of the picks that are in my prior video. And, there's some picks that I like to rework in there. So, let's just get into it. So, first, obviously, Jaguars are going to take Trevor Lawrence. You don't need to go destination here. I mean, pretty much everything for me before the line's gonna be the same for my last video. So Penny Sewell to the Jets. I feel as if he is the Jets right pick. I think they should stick with Sam Darnold. For Dolphins, Jalen Waddle. I believe he's the best receiver in this draft class. Falcons, you gotta take quarterback. I think Justin Fields will end up being better than Zach Wilson, so go there. Bengals, I say you go Rashawn Slater here. I mean, if Rashawn Slater for some reason, if Penny Sewell drops, they're gonna take Penny Sewell, but in this draft class he doesn't, or in this mock draft he doesn't. So they take Rashawn Slater. Eagles, they go receiver. I think they go Devontae Smith here. For the Lions, so now the Lions, they've said that Jared Goff is their guy. They want to keep Jared Goff as a quarterback. And with the receivers leaving the team and stuff, I think that they go Jamar Chase. I mean, Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones, both likely gone. So, that leaves Zach Wilson and Trey Lance on the board. And for the Panthers, if Zach Wilson stays here, you have to go Zach Wilson. You have to. If Zach Wilson or Justin Fields is there, you take Zach Wilson. Alright, so now with the Broncos. I think for the Broncos, you got to go corner. So I will give them who I believe is the best, Surtain, Cowboys, Farley. Now the Giants is interesting here because now in my last draft class I gave them Jamar Chase because they needed a weapon. I feel like they can still get a weapon in Kyle Pitts, but they have Evan Ingram. He's a Pro Bowl tight end for whatever reason. And I feel as if Kwity Paye would be good. You're likely using Leonard Williams. You need the pass rush still. Kwity Paye is a guy you can develop. You can really bring him in. He can make an effect as well. So take Kwity Paye. 49ers, I'm give them the same exact thing that I gave them last time. Give them J.C. Horn. They need secondary, man. Chargers, but Darisaw, they need O-lineman. You gotta protect Herbert. Vikings is interesting. Here you still have Trey Lance on the board. If you want to maybe get rid of Kirk Cousins, you go Trey Lance, I'm not sure who I gave them my last draft class. I think it was Kwity Paye. But this is interesting. Do you give them Rousseau here? I almost feel like you have to give him Rousseau. I think you give the Vikings Rousseau here. It's the Patriots, there's 3 picks. They're all right here. You can go for Trey Lance, you can go for Kyle Pitts, you can go for Parsons. And, as a Patriots fan, I think Kyle Pitts is the right option. You need offensive weapons on the team. He can come in, he makes a huge impact as soon as he comes in. He's a guy that can play outside, he can play tight end. He's just a huge weapon in general. Cardinals, let's just look at the Cardinals team needs, what they have listed here. Okay. Now, I think I gave them Barmore last time. And I think I'm going to give him, you either go Barmore or you could go Vera Tucker. I don't know what you want to go here. No, I'm gonna give him Vera Tucker. For the Raiders, last time I'm pretty sure I gave them Rousseau, but Rousseau is not there anymore. And the question is, do you go Micah Parsons? It is weird seeing Micah Parsons fall all the way down here. Who do they have a linebacker? I don't even know. I don't. That needs doesn't seem right, but huh. This is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Does it say they need D tackle? Okay. I'm gonna give him Barmore. I feel like you gotta give D line in some way, so I'm good with that. Dolphins, with this pick, you could go Trey Lance. I mean, it's really, really weird seeing Trey Lance on the board still. And I feel like you kind of have to. I mean, you got Mac Jones and Trey Lance on the board. You could go, or do you want to keep Tua, you know? If you want to keep Tua, you go running back. And you go Etienne. Etienne is probably the best running back in the draft class. Football team, I think you got to go Trey Lance. Obviously, you're not gonna have a quarterback. If Trey Lance is this far, it looks so. I haven't seen a draft class or a mock draft. This one just looks so weird with Trey Lance falling to 19. But like really, like they're not gonna take quarterback. They're not gonna. I mean, actually, 49ers could go Trey Lance, but this is barring a Deshaun Watson trade. You don't know. They might not even have that pick. They're not going to go Trey Lance. They could go Trey Lance. They could go Trey Lance. They're not. They're not. They're not. So, it looks weird, but these teams have better options to draft. Bears. Where the Bears at? Oh my god. Okay. That is weird. With Kadarius Toney leaving, or not Kadarius Toney, I'm gonna give them Kadarius Toney. Was gonna say is with Allen Robinson leaving. You're gonna need a receiver. You got a draft receiver. Colts, you go Mac Jones. They need a quarterback. It's just simple. Titans. Ooh, it's so weird. Do you give the Titans Micah Parsons? Or not? Or you give him an edge rusher? I think you give him Aziz. Give him Aziz Ojolari. The Jets. Jets is someone I feel you do get Micah Parsons with, though. I feel like you have to go Micah Parsons with the Jets pick here. You either go Micah Parsons, you go Najee Harris, alright? I mean, they need everything. Like, their team is so stripped of just everything, man. I mean, linebacker, who they even have. They don't have Avery Williamson anymore. I think you gotta go Michael Parsons there. The Steelers, you gotta go O-tackle. I'm gonna give him Cosme. Jaguars, I feel like you could go Jeremiah here. And with these picks that are here, like maybe you go Bateman. That's a possibility. But I feel like you do go Socorro here. With the Browns, it's another team that needs a linebacker. They need edge rusher, they need linebacker. You got these three choices here: Collins, Bolton, or Asai. I think you go Collins here, but all of those picks are acceptable. Ravens, I think you obviously go receiver. It's a very, very in-depth team. They're just missing that playmaker on offense besides Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson. And I think you get him Rashad Bateman here. Saints. So this is another interesting one. With the likely leaving of Drew Brees, he's likely retiring. You have Jameis Winston. Maybe you keep Jameis Winston, you put him in. I think that's definitely something they could do. That's definitely a possibility. But let's see. I mean, the Saints, what's their listed needs? Linebacker, receiver, tight end, safety, and quarterback. And I think you go Morig here. High safety in the draft class. This isn't a great draft class for safeties. And there's only one, and he's one in the first round. He's barely up there. He's at 32. Packers. You gotta go O-lineman here, right? I mean, you gotta go Wyatt Davis. You're losing interior O-lineman. Wyatt Davis is a guy, he has versatility. I think you go Wyatt Davis here. you're gonna lose O-lineman in the offseason for them. You know, it's definitely something you need to do. You need to protect Aaron Rodgers. You need to get stuff for him to stay on the team. With not a lot, if say Rashad Bateman is still there, I think you go Rashad Bateman, but it's not. So for the Bills, you got edge, tight end, corner. Okay, we'll give him Leatherwood. Leatherwood is a guy that I was thinking about giving to the Steelers up there, but I just feel like Cosme is a better pick for them. Buccaneers, they need edge rushers. I think you give them Osai. And for the Chiefs, you need linebackers, and Nick Bolton will fit in just well with that defense. Put him in there. And you know that's the draft class. I mean, yeah, your first round. Post Matthew Stafford. That's what I feel will go on. So you know, things that changed here. Lions go Jamar Chase. Panthers go Zach Wilson. Let's see what else changed here. Giants go Quiddy Pay. I think, yeah, change this pick, change this pick, this pick, this pick, this pick, this pick. I think that's it. I think maybe this pick changed. I'm not sure though. But yeah, that's the draft class. I mean, that's what I feel like will happen. There's a lot of questionable things. There's so many possibilities that can go on here. Maybe a week or so from now, if anything big happens, maybe Deshaun Watson gets traded a week or so from now. If that happens, you know, I'll go ahead, make a video on it, do another mock draft. But until then, peace.